so old now. I just noticed a whole number of things. Hello. It's a Monday, and the time is 1:17 in the afternoon, and you've caught me editing yesterday's video, vlog 500. Wow, if that's not a milestone, I don't know what is. And I'm hoping to kick this off later. It's quite late really, 1 o'clock. I only started about half an hour, if that. No water in the glass. I'm thinking once I kick off the export, I'm going to go for a drive. I'm down to no slices of bread, I don't think, or 4 slices. I don't know what happened yesterday, but my eating habits didn't go to plan. I was going to be snacking through all these films, and all I managed was chili con carne on toast, marmalade on toast, and I didn't even get around to the sandwich. So I've got 4 slices left, but I still need another loaf. And I think I'm down to about 1 pint of milk already. So I do need to go out to get those stuff. Yesterday was a Sunday, so I had a 4 p.m. deadline which I didn't meet, and which I didn't even consider about. The first thing I did was go to Tesco to get the crisp. What else did I get? No, I didn't get chewing gum. That's the one thing I wanted to get, was chewing gum. So I might get chewing gum today then. So that's it really. Films I saw yesterday were Revenge of the Pink Panther, Mr. Denning Drives North, which was a really enjoyable, low budget, made by a lot of talented people, including the cast. Had a good cast as well. It was made in 1951, 2 years after The Third Man. Now why should I mention The Third Man? Because 2 of the actors, I was going to say stars, but they were supporting actors from The Third Man, was in this film. And that was Bernard Lee and Wilfrid Hyde-White. And yes, Wilfrid played a character part in this one. He normally plays these upper class gents. In this one he was a working class type. He was a funeral, not a funeral, a graveyard attendant, you know. And he spoke like, he reminded me of Peter Cook when he plays those 2 guys, when him and Doug play those 2 guys in the pub. He had that same voice. But yeah, that was a good film. And Revenge of the Pink Panther, not the best of the Pink Panthers, probably the worst. Oh, if you don't exclude those later ones where they cut outtakes to make more Pink Panther films without, when post Peter Sellers had passed away. So yeah, and yeah, the last film I saw, which I've never seen, but I think it's so scandalous and, well, I'm not saying bad, but it's famous or infamous because of the outcry, maybe the controversy, and that was Death Wish with Charles Bronson. I thought it was a very well directed film by, Michael Winner. He really put a lot of effort into it. The film was based on the book, and you could see the story was pretty good. It didn't just stay in New York. It wasn't just all about vigilantism. It was more than that. It had a backstory in a sense, and to see those sort of that New York of that time, 1974, it was made, and to think it came out 2 years before Taxi Driver, and yet this was just as earthier. Yeah, so it was a short film. It was a simple film. It wasn't what I expected, because it does go away from New York for a bit and comes back again. And I thought the screenplay was pretty good. It wasn't too violent, I thought. No. Well, the beginning was pretty horrific. It was shocking. That was really bad. Really bad. Never seen something like that before. In fact, it did, before it got really bad, which is strange to say, because it did remind me of Clockwork Orange. It was almost the same chain of events. It was almost scene for scene in a sense. I wonder if people have made that comparison. If they did, it'll be on Twitter, no doubt. But yeah, I saw that film. I didn't have anything else to eat after that. I suppose I didn't have the stomach for it. And I think it may have crept into the early hours anyway. So, yeah, that was weird. I didn't get to see too many films, 3 at the most. I was looking at films I got on Now TV as well, because I got recorded, and ones that I've put on the watch list on Now TV, and Death Wish was one of them. The other one was Summer Renter with John Candy, but although it's directed by Carl Reiner, I think he directed When Harry Met Sally and The Jerk with Steve Martin. It would have been worth a watch, but I thought it was too nostalgic, too dated, very 80s. And I like John Candy as well. So I didn't bother watching that. In fact, I removed it from the list. So I don't have any films to watch on Now TV. Although I do check every Monday to see if there are any Steven Soderbergh films, Stanley Baker films, Herbert Lom films, Jeff Bridges films. But it's the same list every time, every research result. So that leaves what I've got recorded. Now there's an old film there. I think it's a Alistair Sim one, so that's the next one. And then I think it's Jack Nicholson. I think I recorded Anger Management. And there's enough there. Then it goes into, I've recorded 2 series of Widows on Talking Picture TV, so that would be worth watching. Then I've got all these other things that are on iPlayer and in real time, like World at War. World on Fire. There was one shown yesterday. I can't. There's so many. I'm repeating myself. There's so many to watch now. And today you've got Only Connect and University Challenge. Anyway, so there's things to watch, things to edit, things to get, and that's the plan today. I'll crack on with this, kick off the export, and next time we meet up, we'll be in the car, if all goes well. I'm back. Only 42 minutes done. 2 hours 40 remaining. I'm using Shotcut, and I've now got 4 custom settings. 2 for Mr. Eco and 2 for something of Parallax. These are 2 YouTube channels who have suggested these settings. Now they each suggested one. I just remembered. Parallax has 3 custom settings. Okay, well anyway, I'm using number 2 from Mr. Eco's. Basically, I've taken the original Mr. Eco and increased the GOP. I think it's the graphics of picture. Graphic of picture. Graphics of picture. It's down. Had it done as 13, so I've increased it to 15, which is half of 30, which is the frames per second I'm using for the export. I've been using Parallax's ones with Shotcut, but I've seen some, you know, when I'm going past the trees I see the pixelation, so I thought I'd go back to Mr. Eco, because I did do a comparison with Mr. Eco and Parallax, and they were both similar but better than the exported file from I don't know what video editor. And it was hard to decide which of the 2 to go with, and then I went with Parallax, and I've been going with Parallax, but now Parallax is not well because of the pixelation. I've gone back to Mr. Eco and see if I can improve on it. It's probably YouTube decompressing it. Right, I'm gonna slip out of this rucksack and unpack the bag. It's bread, milk, chili con carne, pineapple, grapefruit juice, and a tub of butter.